fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Chicago Bears. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. They go with Howard again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They wanted it every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Third down, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away.
Better get that ball
so
out
he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. First and 10. Here's Wentz. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now the rookie from San Diego State, it's Donnell Pumphrey. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Pumphrey last year at San Diego State led the country over 2,100 yards rushing. The question now, how do you see him translating to the NFL?
Well, I hear all the naysayers talk about him being less than 180 pounds, but look, the production at San Diego State, the number of carries, this kid has toughness. He will carry the ball and surprise people. Look, he broke Marshall Faulk's record at San Diego State. That's got to count for something.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season? and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
Now Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Again, it's Pumphrey. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone.
Oh, the Eagles, huh?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, here's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. fake the give. Now Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. Third down here. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. This is Howard on second down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Trubisky on third and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On first down, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Donnie Jones set to punt it away now in his 14th year in the NFL. Back deep, Marcus Wheaton. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's 2 of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Trubisky now down around his goal line. Nigel Bradham coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And it's fielded at the 34. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Wentz now on 1st down. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. second down. Here's Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A first update now from Cincinnati, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body. Ability to run. Positions himself well. Excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Wentz going to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
That was a good run. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets a made. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Timmy Jernigan. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Trying the right side with Howard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The second quarter score from Cincinnati, and it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Oh, Barth misses it there. No good. Off to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't.
Wentz now on first down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They run with Pumphrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. A gain of 3, second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Wentz. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danny Trevathan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Wentz to throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the
and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cameron Meredith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Connor Barth for the point after. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw is Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Eagles on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Wentz again, finding some room at midfield. And this one complete to Smith. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Past the 20. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for six.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed two, but this one is good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And it's taken in at the 9. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Let's go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brandon Graham in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the rookie from Washington, Sidney Jones. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on for the 5th time here today. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They begin the drive with Pumphrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. It's Pumphrey on the toss, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Trubisky to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. They have gone final now in Cincinnati, and it was the Browns that wound up winners in that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. to throw. It's caught. Smith. Torrey Smith, watch him go. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Now whistles here, and I think the offense has just used their third and final timeout of this second half. They have. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Trubisky. They find some open field here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. First throw in overtime now for Trubisky. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now a stoppage, and oh boy, we've got Trubisky shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Third and 8 situation, a tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room, Glennon. And they'll turn it over to the NC State product, Mike Glennon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, 9 yards to go. What can Wentz do now with his drive? And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Eagles on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, it's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Wentz to throw again. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They're going to run. It's Sproles. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now what can Trubisky do here in overtime? And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Four yards remaining now on second down. They run with Howard. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 3-19.
A give left side to Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now it's up to Connor Barth. This to win it in overtime. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So now it's up to Connor Barth. This to win it in overtime. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now it's up to Connor Barth. This to win it in overtime. And he missed it. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime. So it's his 2nd missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
Handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Oh, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real, real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercovers. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream look. Drop it, give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. Squad, I'm it. Squad, I'm it. Squad, I'm it. Squad, I'm it. Squad.